Hey guys, this is Wrath Baton returning to you. Playing a new game. It's called Evony, but I have some Alliance members that actually needed some help with just learning some really simple basics. And we'll see how many more videos I do, but I kind of wanted to make sure that I kind of get involved in in Evony again. And help videos because I really do enjoy doing the help videos. So let me start. Some very basic things. First thing you'll want to do is hit the little three dots here and go to your settings. I know I have a customer support thing waiting for me, but that's because the game has been glitching like crazy. So if the game glitches on you when you're playing, just completely close out the app and go back. But we want to keep a little bit of information away from other players. So the first thing you're going to do is go to your options. I always turn off the music and sound because I don't like listening to it unless it's like somebody else talking. But if you go over here to Monarch gear settings, you want to turn that off because you don't want that green. That means that people can see what type of gear you're wearing, and I will show you how to select your gear and change it and upgrade it at another point. Dalton mode, this actually shows you everybody's marching routes because I constantly get tired of it during events. I actually turn it off, so unless they're in my alliance or it's just something simple as a monster attack, I can actually track it. Other thing to turn off, VIP level settings. Reason I turn this off is because you don't want anyone to know what your VIP status is. That way they don't see if you're spending a lot of money on the game, or the other thing is they don't know what bonuses you're getting because they don't know what VIP level you are. And then I turn the Alliance gifts and treasure view settings off because I don't want people to know it's me buying. Basically because who cares who's buying? If you're having fun, that's the entire point of the game. And then I turn the animation quality settings all the way to low because it runs smoother, less likely to glitch, that type of thing. And then Alliance war settings, leave this on because that says when you start a war, like if you're going to be doing a rally on a monster or rallying another player, this allows everybody in your alliance to see that you've started that rally. I like to hide march routes because they're not that important. And then the world map art resources, I'm not too concerned about those for the simple reason that, well, to be perfectly honest, there's a lot of detail in this game already, even with all the settings down. Then your undead invasion march route, this shows where the march route is coming from and going. I leave that on because it actually gets rid of all the white lines. And then I always like to have my building name display settings left on because it helps when I'm actually taking screenshots of things and showing them to other players. The other thing that you want to look at is your safe code. So what this safe code does is if you go to change one of your high quality generals or your equipment, this actually allows you the chance to go, yes, I am changing this on purpose. One of the reasons I leave this on is in case my account somehow manages to get hacked, in which case I'll just go and, you know, change my password and how I'm connected. The rest of this is all pretty self-explanatory. You guys should know most of this stuff. This changes languages, gives you language options, chat translation. Always enable the chat translation, because if it's not turned on, you're not going to understand what people are saying. Some other very basic things that kind of want to take a look at is your PvP report. So PvP, if you don't know, is player versus player. And if you're going, well, duh, Wrath, of course people know that PvP means player versus player. Think again, because sometimes we don't know the basics until we know the basics. That's not even where I wanted to go. But if I can find them, I have a couple starred to show you. Okay, so here's your scout report. Basically, what your scout report does is it shows what resources are available, if there's any unclaimed. Also tells you what troops. You have to be at least keep 26 to be able to tell what amount of what troops are there. Once you hit keep 27 and you upgrade your scout tower, which is going to be this tower over here. It's your watchtower. So this actually helps you know what you're going to be looking at. And also, once you get past keep 25, there are enormous amount of resources that you're going to need. So save as many boxes as you can. Don't open up all of your resources, because that's just going to be a seriously major drain. So the other type of report I want to show you is, okay, so you have your defense report. Here's some of the things you need to know. The first page that you see is the summary. It's going to show how much power was lost, the total troops, and all that. Also, what generals were used, and if any subordinate cities were used. If you go over here to troop buff, this is going to show all the buffs. All it shows you is the buffs. So you can see this building that I attacked had a greater attack buff, defense buff, and HP buff than I did for each type of troop. Now, there's different ways to increase your buffs and do the debuffs according to which general you use, what gear you're wearing, and then also your research. It's going to be research, research, research all the time. Here is one button that most people don't realize. It's called the battle detail. It's up here right underneath where it says victory. So if you hit on battle detail, it shows you who attacked. And if there's more than one attacker, it will list everybody who attacked. You also have your defenders. So if there's more than one person defending, it will show you each defender. Let me see if I can. I know I had another one of these. That was really good for showing y'all. So let me scroll. No, that's a scout report. Sometimes I have really good reports. Sometimes I have really sucky reports. But here is a battle that was lost. I don't think I was the only attacker. So as you can see, so first you have my general and then my troops that I sent. And then you have the general of other players that were in the rally when you did this attack. So it's going to show you their stuff as well. The cool thing is, when you're looking at your PvP reports, you use those reports when you're looking at other players that you've attacked, and it will help you understand where your attack strategy may have gone wrong. Because if you don't have enough buffs, you can say, oh, I could use some more buffs. So then you go into your keep and you go, oh, let's look at my city buffs. Now, I'm going to tell you, I always have my resource buffs up as much as I can. All of your troop buffs, they only last for 1 hour, no matter which one you go with. And you can get a lot of free troop buffs from doing your relics, from killing monsters, from doing anything in the game. This game I love so much because it actually rewards you so much. Because if you go, let's see, events, anytime someone, oh, that's an invite to kill a thief. Anytime somebody kills something or you get rewards for something, the game will tell you. It will say, hey, you got this little bonus. Hey, you got this little bonus. And you get so many gifts in this game, which is one of the reasons why I love it so much. And if you actually go and, as you can see, I was gathering wood because I'm almost constantly out of wood. But instead of just getting wood, look, you can see I got so many other things like the wishing coin and the clues and the hammers and artwork fragments, which I'll do another video of later. But when you're looking at your mail and you're looking at these reports, it's important that you realize what you're getting out of your report and what you might be missing, because reading your reports, whether it's just a relic exploration, a PvP, or a scout, is actually going to help you decide what to do, where your next step is, and how you're going to continue to play the game. Out of your cat. So, I just want you guys to know that your mail and just your basic, this is how you do things, is going to be important. And especially when you get your PvP reports, like from somebody attacking, those are really a fabulous way to learn about other people's troops, because as you can see, this will tell you exactly how many died, how many ended up deserting or going over to the holy place where you can get your troops back, how many are in your hospital. And as always, it's going to be important to arm yourself with as much knowledge as possible. One other thing that most people probably should know is if you go up and you tap on your picture and you go into detail, when you're looking at the detail, your power is broke down into what you've been working on. Where does your power come from? This way you can tell what type of change you might need to do, because I have all my sub-city powers and then my battle stats and stuff. But when you look, you can see that my construction power, my tech power, my troop power, yes, my troop power is way, way up there. My tech power is kind of low, but your technology power is going to be the hardest power to get because it requires gold. And there are very few ways to make gold in the game. Also, when you're looking at your details, you can check on your resources. How much are you producing an hour? And the way you can increase your production and see what else can I do? Where am I lacking? And then you also have your administration, which is going to show you where all of your buffs and speed ups are. The lower your healing cost, the less it's going to cost to heal your troops. The higher, it's going to get really expensive. And then if you want to change your name, if you look up by your name, which is Trin Larwood for me right now, and you click on that, you can change your name. It costs 200 gems to change your name, and you can change it to almost anything. The game has called me out on some that were inappropriate, but it was just a Chinese character, it looked like. Not 100% sure. And then you also have your equipment. So you just, if you pick the right equipment, you do the action. Like I have here, like if I started a march with mounted troops, I would leave this there. But if I was about to do, say, a ranged troop, so using my archers, I would switch over to the archer. You can do this with your crowns, because if you alter it after you've started the action, the time does not increase. The time can only ever go down. So always change your crown for whatever action you're doing. Always change your crystal for whatever you need to grow, or whatever you need to produce faster. Not grow. Oh my gosh, I'm a dork. Last thing, I don't know. All I can say is try to enjoy the game. If you want to have a video dedicated to something that you're not so sure about, just let me know. I am happy to make any video you guys want, because I have no viewers. Yay! And I really do sound like a dork, so I'm gonna let y'all go, and thank you for watching.